So like you think about, we played Detroit this year, earlier in the season, right, in Chicago. So then it's not cold when you're playing in Chicago in September. You're actually probably hot. You
So
understand what I'm saying?
you saying every year the Lions play at the Bears,
I'm
it was
telling you,
it was warm
fact check.
weather.
Matt Stafford is 3-3 in cold weather games. He has an excellent touchdown to interception ratio, 14-3, but he has never played in 21 degrees where it feels like it's zero ever in his career. He's never done it. Check it. I
What I'm asking you though is like, okay, he's never done it. So what does that mean though? Caleb Williams has never done that either.
That's what I'm telling you. The Iceman cometh. The Iceman cometh. Caleb Williams coming. So,
Oh my
so
God, bro.
JT, you an athlete. You play sports, right?
Yeah.
So you've been in games where you keep winning these improbable games. What does it do to the morale of the team and the psyche of the team? Doesn't it have you believe you can do anything?
I mean, listen, I'm not going to argue
But
that.
I mean, does it, or yes or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. What do you think these Bears are going into that game feeling like?
Listen, I like the Bears. I like what I've seen out of the Bears this season in terms of Caleb Williams going through his
Mhm.
progressions, the way that he's matured from last season to this season.
Mhm.
I feel like he makes the right plays at the right
Mhm.
time. It does seem like he can kind of get down on himself or get out of the game at different
Yeah.
points. But I do like the promise that I'm seeing. When he played and took Spencer Rattler's spot at Oklahoma, then him and Lincoln Riley went to USC, and USC had that, letdown of a season of sorts. I kind of questioned it. You
I
know,
did too.
he had the arm talent. I'm
Yeah.
like, but does this guy have a mental fortitude to be who they were saying he was, right?
Yeah.
And I think at this point, from what he's been able to do this season, we see that he does have that. He does have the talent. He does have the mental fortitude. He's never out of any game. But ultimately, when I look at just the NFL as a brand, and I look at what Matt Stafford means to that brand, and I know that there's a human factor involved in the Zebras, and
Mhm.
they're going to be able to weigh in and ultimately determine how this game goes. I don't see any way that Sean McVay doesn't leave Chicago headed to the NFC Championship. I see no way possible, simply because the league is already building the storyline. So you got Ben Johnson and the whole how he treated Matt LaFleur, and
Yep.
Sean McVay's coaching tree is upset about it. And you got them interviewing Sean McVay. He's like, oh yeah, I know Matt LaFleur very well. Mike LaFleur actually is the OC for the Los Angeles Rams.
Yep.
So they've already built in the storyline, which is very typical of the NFL. And I think when you look at it from that angle, that you already know what it's going to be. And when we
Mhm.
get down to the game, when we really just talk about the game and okay, matchups, what's
Mhm.
really going to matter is how the Bears match up with Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua leads
Nah.
receivers. He leads receivers in the league in yards after catch. 666 yards after catch. I'm gonna need him to get one more just to get off of that number. What are y'all gonna do after Puka Nacua gets the ball in his hands?
You know what? It's going to be what we've been doing. It's about timely stops. Honestly, Puka's a dog, right? You can't really stop Puka, and so if that's
Y'all
the
most
deal,
definitely can't stop him.
no, we can't. Our defense, all we need is timely stops. And here's the other part that you're not thinking about, right? And for me, is going to be the key. If Ben Johnson calls the right game, see, Ben has been slow with the play calling in the first half and has made us a second half team. If he can put it together in the beginning, right, and give Caleb that confidence in a shootout in Chicago, we win. We win a shootout against
Y'all
the.
don't win a shootout with the Rams, bro. It's to y'all advantage that it does not become a shootout.
Let me
Y'all,
get
you just
personal.
saw you saw what just happened to
Who?
my Panthers last week.
That's what I was just about to go. I was going to ask you, who do you feel like is the better offense, the Bears or the Panthers?
The Bears. I mean, that's
The
not
Panthers,
even.
the Panthers almost beat them in a shootout. At the end of the game, if the Panthers coach calls a couple of those plays different, that game is different. He start coaching panicky. Ben Johnson is not going to do that at the end of the game. He's a better play caller at the end of the game than he is at the beginning of the game.